The neighbor everyone avoided left behind a letter nobody expected. Everyone on our street in Leeds had an opinion about the old man who lived at number 23. He never came to neighborhood barbecues, rarely spoke to anyone, and always closed his curtains before sunset. People called him rude, strange, and unfriendly. I'll admit, I believed those stories too. Then one winter morning, an ambulance arrived outside his house. A few days later, we learned he had passed away with no close family nearby. Since the council couldn't immediately locate any relatives, the neighbors were asked to help clear his home. I almost didn't volunteer, but something made me go. His house was incredibly tidy, almost untouched by time. While packing books into boxes, I found dozens of sealed envelopes, each with a different house number written on the front. There was one addressed to every family on our street. Mine simply said, "Please open after I'm gone." We all gathered outside that evening and read our letters together. Mine thanked me for waving whenever we crossed paths, even on days when I thought he hadn't noticed. Another neighbor's letter thanked them for shoveling snow from the pavement one winter, something they'd completely forgotten about. Every letter mentioned a small act of kindness that the recipient didn't even remember doing. At the bottom of each page was the same sentence: "You probably thought nobody noticed, but you made living here feel a little less lonely." We later discovered that after losing his wife, he'd become painfully shy and struggled to start conversations, even though he wanted to. Instead, he quietly observed the kindness around him and wrote those letters over the years. Nobody on our street spoke much that night. The following weekend, someone suggested placing a bench outside his house with a small plaque that read, "Kindness is often seen, even when it's never acknowledged." Every neighbor contributed without hesitation. It's still there today, and whenever someone new moves into the street, they're told the story of the quiet man who taught all of us that the smallest gestures can leave the biggest memories. Sometimes the people who say the least are the ones who notice the most.